You're listening to the Gentleman's Corner podcast, where two men are on a quest to rule the world. Tune in every Monday for a new episode.
Nice. Welcome to the Gentleman's Corner.
Welcome.
How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Oh, not too bad with all this isolations. You know what I forgot to say is, hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Oh my god, that did you see the people tricking her into doing an interview?
No, actually, before we even continue with that, you better erase that. She'll probably sue me.
Oh my god. Or
No.
husband, or feed you to the cats.
Oh yeah, feed me to the cats and kill me, cut me up and grind me up. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet her her new husband now is probably just as crazy as she is.
Yeah, I feel like she definitely wears the pants in the relationship from the documentary you've seen.
Oh yeah, so you saw it too.
Oh yeah. I gave in. I was like, I'm never gonna watch this. It's just a big I don't know.
Well,
it's a big trend. But I gave in.
It was like number one in Netflix for forever, and it was the Tiger King, and it was a documentary, and I like documentaries on Netflix. And I find like lately on Netflix, like the stupidest shows have been like number one on Netflix.
I know, I've noticed that. I noticed there's one called like The Pandemic or something, a weird movie about an epidemic or something.
Perfect timing, of course.
Yeah.
There was like, well, I've seen the documentary version. There's like a lot of conspiracies behind that kind of stuff, and it's matching what we've seen already. And it makes you really think like, oh shit, the government's involved. Like there's a bigger agenda trying to be reached here.
There was this YouTube video released a couple weeks ago, I think, Beyond the Shadows or something.
Okay.
It's about the government saying how the conspiracy theory got brought up and how they put the word conspiracy to make people sound crazy.
Okay.
I think it got 3 million views in the first couple days, and I watched it. It was pretty interesting, not gonna lie. I'm not big into conspiracy, but I think it's very cool to see what other people come up with ideas or their opinions.
Oh yeah. Well, like I watch a lot of Joe Rogan, and you know the guy we work with. We're not going to mention his name, but he's really big in the conspiracy theories.
Oh, flat earther.
Oh yeah, flat Earth and all that kind of jazz. Like I'm not going to say his name, but he's a night guy, so it comes with the territory when it comes with that stuff. You just have too much time on your hands. But like I think that's kind of right. Like when you call someone a conspiracist, you think of them as like a crazy person, a guy with a tinfoil in his hat.
Definitely, like it's like it's all put out to make us think that it's something crazy when they could be right.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, but yeah, what were you saying about Carol Baskin? About her getting pranked?
Yeah, so these guys in the UK, I believe, they have this YouTube channel, and they got Carol Baskin to think that she's going on a Facebook live chat type of interview.
Okay.
With let me see here. I'm just gonna search it up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just drinking my beer. We should get a beer company to sponsor us.
Oh, for sure. Anybody selling beer out there, give us a sponsorship.
Local breweries. This is the Gentleman's Corner. Of course, you want, if you're going to brand your name, you want a name like the Gentleman's Corner talking about you. You don't want something stupid like, the kids in the yard or
the Mango Tango Show, whatever
or a Mango Tango Show. Don't bring that up. That hurts.
Too soon.
Too soon. Oh, that was for like everyone else out there. That's like a very old podcast I used to do quite a few years ago, and it was on SoundCloud when it was really early on. Podcasting wasn't really a big thing. More or less, you were doing like radio stuff. Is what it compared to. I did it with a guy named Justin. I won't say his last name, but it was a good time. And my buddy here, we tried to do the Mango Tango Show, and it didn't work. I involved a lot of beers, though, a lot of beers and wings.
Oh, every Wednesday for about a good month.
A good month, maybe even longer, because I remember we'd meet up every Wednesday. We'd go to the university. We go to the like underground bar that they had there.
Best wings in
Cramped,
town.
wait like 45 minutes for a table. Although we got lucky quite a few times.
And we did wait in quite a few lines.
Yes, we did wait in quite a few lines. We had a lot of beers, a lot of wings, a lot of ideas, and a lot of like dreams. And it took us like, I don't even know how long before we even actually did an episode. And we didn't even like the episode.
No, we spent a whole 40 minutes to talk and ended up scratching that.
Oh my God. That was a good time though. And now we're here. A whole new show, The Gentleman's Corner.
The new and one and only.
Did you find out about the night host there for Facebook?
So the guys are Josh Peters and Archie Manners, and they got Carol Baskin to think that she's going on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. So
Jimmy Fallon, okay.
Yeah, it was hilarious to watch. They got a couple clips of him talking to other people he had on the show and just kind of recorded his voice. And they went back and forth with her for a couple weeks, I believe, and get her to think that she's just going to go on the show and talk about cats, which is what they did eventually. But yeah, so she ended up finding out and she thought it was a funny prank. But
God.
It was funny to see her think that she's actually on a game show host, or not a game show host, but an entertainment show.
Well, I think like what it's funny how like people got right into it, right? These jokers wanted to do a joke on her, and that would never have happened without this show.
No, definitely not. Did you end up seeing the last episode where I don't know his name? He plays in like Community.
No, then I haven't. I knew there were some episodes. I never got to it. Like I got to the end of like, he's in jail and all that kind of jazz, the Tiger King, and that was it. Like I knew there were some new episodes that came out. I didn't know what they were about though.
Yeah, so a guy that is on Community, not sure of his name, Joe McHale. He plays Jeff Winger on Community. He got like an iPhone interview with a bunch of the cast.
Oh my God.
It was kind of interesting, kind of put it into perspective how extreme the show was when most of the staff there was just trying to work and get some money, but it was pretty brutal circumstances that they were working in.
Oh yeah. I remember the first 3 episodes really showed me that holy shit, this community is so self-absorbed and they only care about themselves. Maybe not the workers. That's not particularly what I mean. I mean like the actual owners of the Tigers and the business, whatever you want to call it, the zoo. They're so self-absorbed, and the people below them really, I don't think truly actually mattered to them.
No, definitely not. Considering they were put into these shitty homes, like trailer homes, and had to eat expired Walmart meat.
Yeah,
that would be completely insane, but I don't think they knew what to do besides
like they were taken advantage of. Like the Tiger King took advantage of the people kind of getting out of a bad situation. Carol Baskin is eating up the time of volunteers by making a ranking system of how many years they've been there, so it kind of gives them
system,
and then you got the monk guy that's taking advantage of like younger women, using them as volunteers first, and then going on about hiring them and then marrying them.
Yeah,
and then changing their name. That's crazy. Like, and that's like such a culty thing to do, to really own someone, is if you change their name, because it changes. It's a weird psychological effect, I think, that makes you feel like, oh, I am not the person I was. I now only belong in this area because of the name. Because if I ever left, that name is now gone.
But they also weren't allowed to leave, so it was really like a cult. They'd be there 24 hours a day.
And we know they had to have sex with them. Like it wasn't a no, it was a yes.
Yeah.
No means yes in his like little world.
well, as crazy as the documentary was and sad at the same time, it became such a trend. Now everything on YouTube is did Carol Baskin kill her husband? Body like body language reader, like
Like
looking into that.
I would like to I would like to believe, like personally, you know, I would just yell out, yeah, I think she killed her or killed him. But there's I know documentaries work in a funny way when it comes to like picking sides.
Yeah.
There's quite a few documentaries out there that you can really tell there's like a biased opinion.
Oh, for sure.
And I think like
movies,
in
everywhere.
like the biased opinion in the show when it comes to her killing her husband, it's better and juicier to make it seem more likely that she actually did. Now, if you wanted my personal opinion, like if you're asking me one-on-one, yeah, I can see why she would.
She's definitely a little bit on the not crazy, but interesting side from the way she talks and expresses herself.
She doesn't even I don't know, like although he wasn't so great either. Like he was a cheating scumbag and you know, he had a lot of money.
Yeah.
He was a sex addict, like his family even talked about it. His ex-wife before Carol Baskin talked about it. And you know, I'm not going to say he deserved it because I don't think death is, you know, a good trade-off.
Definitely not.
No. Oh, Carol. That'd be it'd be interesting to have it like a chat with her, like one-on-one. I wouldn't want to go to her house though.
No, but she's turning down everybody trying to contact her.
Oh, really?
All she wants to do is just talk about the cat. She wants to pretty much forget about the documentary.
Oh, that
just turn into
leaving.
her being the husband killer.
Oh man, that's never gonna leave. Like when it comes to like the meme world and the GIF world. Oh my god, I've seen so many GIFs. It's driving me nuts.
It's insane.
Oh my god. Well, before we give her like maybe more fame.
Oh, it's what's his name? The Tiger King wants the fame, not her. She just wants to see the cat.
Well, in the Tiger King, the real shame about him is like you look at the old videos that they show at the end of the show before he started the zoo and all that kind of jazz, and he was just like, you know, they don't belong in captivity, they belong in the wild, and we got to preserve that and blah 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 blah. But and then it's amazing what greed does.
Oh, it's true. Like at the beginning, I was like, you know what? He's not that bad. He's got a couple cats and he actually cares for them. I'd say at the beginning he was better than most zoos because he went in, he gave like compassion to the animals, not just a zoo where you chuck them in and throw food every once in a while. Yeah. But then money got involved and he started breeding them and he wanted to run for mayor or whatever.
Well, that always makes me wonder about like the animal community in general when it comes to like breeding dogs or certain kinds of cats.
Well, that's what my girlfriend said. She's like, well, that's what we do with our animals. They're just on a smaller scale. Obviously, it's a little different since an exotic animal is a little different than a cat, but
little more difficult to maintain. Yeah.
Yeah.
And really the only difference is clipping their nails.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm sure they're more cuddly than, you know, a regular cat, but I'm sure they're just as bitey as a regular cat too.
What blew my mind was the amount of, like, the numbers that they gave at the beginning, like how many thousands of exotic animals are in the States.
Yeah, like more than the wild.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like I heard about that, and I've heard it in the past, and it's never really struck me because I could never verify it, and I never had the, you know, energy to go verify it for myself. I'm sure it was a quick Google search, but it's not something that just comes in my mind. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go on my phone today and search up how many tigers are in the U.S. compared to the wild.
Yeah.
But that blew my mind. Yeah, it blew my mind when I heard that in the documentary. I'm like, well, I'm sure they verified that because that's a bold statement to make.
Very. Yeah, I'm reading here 5,000 are...
I'm glad you're doing the research on it.
Yeah, I'm just
Uh,
Googling as we go.
well, when it comes to like the Tiger King, and there's like a live reality show based on, I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called. My partner was watching it quite a bit. It's like Fantasy Island or something. It's not the movie one that's like a thriller. I think that's what it was called, but I forget what the show's called. You should take a look. It's when all these like really attractive older teen or sorry, not older people, like in their 20s to their like late 20s. They're all, pretty attractive when you come to like a general scale of judging. Like if you asked like 10 dudes, 9 of them I'm sure would say like, yeah, the females in this are pretty hot. And have you heard about this one? It's where there's like so many females, so many males. They're all really attractive. A lot of them are from the UK, or well, I think one of them's from Australia.
So there's two
And
that I can think of. There's one that's too hot to handle.
yes, that's the one.
That's the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I saw like a couple episodes. My partner watched the rest of it. I just couldn't believe this is a reality show.
Is it comedic or is it just kind of a
No, this is like legit as fuck. Like they can't have sex. They can't kiss. They can't like, do handsy stuff. Like they just have to be clean. The whole point of it is to learn about themselves. There's an AI system that tracks their movements, but probably just a bunch of like, perverts in the background watching
for
the
sure.
cameras 24/7 a day. I doubt there's an AI system that's like, you just had intercourse. You just fingered her. I like the AI will call you out. If you two were doing stuff, it will say what you two did.
That's
Like
impossible for
like
AI.
if you sucked my dick, it will say you sucked Kyle's dick. It would call them out. There's like cameras, audio everywhere. They can't even jack off.
Very intense.
Yeah, this is a reality show. Can you believe that? That's a reality show. That is our entertainment during this isolation period. Of course, this was made before like Corona and the plague we're in now. But
So I've just been working a lot of overnights lately.
yeah.
And I've ended up
I
watching
know.
so much Netflix and Amazon that I haven't watched anything in about 2 weeks now, just because I've watched everything. So I've just been on Google and trying to catch up on some reading.
Well, you should. Reading. Who reads?
Yeah, losers.
I'm just not much of a reader. But
I should what?
I'm just saying I'm not much of a reader.
Oh, you should try it.
Nah,
No?
I'm good.
Oh.
I've tried. Not my thing.
No, it's hard with middle school education level. Or?
Yeah, I know. Leave my grade 9 max level of education alone. Okay.
Yeah, I lost track. Sorry.
I got my BHD. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. What's
no
like the high school equivalent? For people that like drop out and they get it later in life or something. I knew one guy.
High school diploma.
I thought it was like BHD or something. I don't know.
Unless
that sounds
that's
like a university thing. No, I knew one guy that did that.
Maybe?
What?
GED?
Yeah, GED. That's what it's called. I knew one guy that got it. He quit high school at like 11. He was having like a bad time apparently.
What's his name? Kevin Hart made a movie, Night School or something.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, because his promotion or something, he required it.
Mm-hmm.
Or something, or he lost his job. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah, his like barbecue factory blew up because he tried to propose.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. It's funny, like when I think about that movie now, and I think of people that move up in like a general field of where they work, is it truly an accomplishment? Is it truly? It depends on the person. Depends on the goal. Because goals change.
I feel like the hard part with stuff now is you really got to know people within the business to go anywhere.
Oh yeah, and it's always like who's sucking whose dick to go
Oh,
up.
big time.
Yeah,
Depends where you work, but
and if you're not sucking enough dick, then you're not going to move up.
no, you gotta suck all the dick.
You gotta suck all the dick. Like that's the shitty part about like when you're moving up in unless it's like government or something, because when it comes to that stuff, there's regulations of if you meet the criteria, you will get them, unless it's not available, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like unions work that way, I think. Out of what I recall from talking to only one union worker I know, which we work with as well. But anyways, when it comes to like private business or non-for-profit, as you and I probably know quite a bit about, it just seems to be like a drama fest.
Well, I think another big part of that is like what Tiger King was about is just money gets to people and the power gets to people. So when somebody's in a higher position, I feel like a lot of people micromanage a lot and they have unrealistic expectations for other people to move up.
Yeah, no, that's true too.
Or they're just shitty bosses.
How are you taking all this like plague stuff? How are you like you're more at home, you're not going out with your partner as often because there's no restaurants open. Like I think the biggest thing I've taken a hit on with my partner as well is the movie theater.
Honestly, it hasn't impacted me much. I don't go out often. We've been hiking at least once a week, like long hikes, and that's the thing that we do as a general activity anyway. So it's not really affecting us. The only thing that I miss is like buying a pair of pants because I'm growing out of them. My booty's getting big.
Nice, all those squats.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Oh well, I'm glad you're doing well.
People like getting out of my way when I try to do something.
I'm just in a depressive state at home, but yeah, I'm glad you're doing well, buddy. That's good. Yeah, good for you.
Well, thank you.
No worries. Well, no, I honestly miss the theaters. Like, I love enjoying a good movie in a giant theater. Like, that's to me, it's my little joy I've always had when I was little, and going to the theaters. Like, I remember like the first 3D movie, and it was like I believe it was Spy Kids 3D, and then it was like I think a year or two later, Avatar. And that's when like 3D wasn't blue and red, because Spy Kids 3D was blue and red. I'm not sure if you remember that.
I'm not sure if I remember that either.
Anyways, where I'm going with this is like I've always enjoyed the theaters. Like I don't enjoy the cost of popcorn, but I definitely enjoy the big cinema experience.
So speaking about that, we were actually looking to buy a projector so we could put up a screen or whatever and play movies in the garage to get a theater experience. But did you see Delta Fredericton opening up a outdoor theater?
They've done it before, and they've done it downtown by the library, I believe.
Oh, so it's just a temporary type of setup.
Yeah. I remember going there. I remember going to watch one about 4 years ago, and they were playing Jaws. Out of all the fucking movies to play, but they were playing Jaws. And they would announce, like, there was a Facebook page. It was through the city. The city was encouraging people to go watch and all that kind of jazz. And yeah, they played Jaws. And I was really quite surprised because I would think, oh, a lot of people want to bring their kids and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's play Jaws, an old time fucking gusher shark movie. And speaking of that, I think there's a game that just came out. You play as a shark, you eat people.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that reminds me of like Tornado Shark. That it was like some cheap film.
I do not know.
You do not know. Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out. You're not, man. You gotta look up Tornado Shark.
Tornado.
It's a shitty movie. It's just like an indie movie, except it wasn't good.
Man, there have been some bad movies.
What's
Yeah.
your last bad movie you saw?
I don't even remember.
Don't even remember.
I cancel it out of my brain. I watch 5 minutes of a bad movie and it's just gone after that.
That's fair. Like, I always have to finish it. I want to know if there was something I enjoyed about a bad movie. Like, I in my head, I always like give it a review. I don't actually go and write a review because I don't want to be bothered, or I'm just really lazy. But either way, like I just need to watch a movie through. I think the last.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, that's all good.
I was gonna say I think that's very fair. I'm not trying to be pessimistic by giving up on it early, but personally, I'd rather go do absolutely anything besides watch a 2 out of 10 star movie. But
That's fair. Do you find like Netflix has been making really good movies?
Their last one, Extraction, that was very good.
That was really good. They picked picking Thor. Fuck yeah. Like, and he's a really good actor. It's funny because he actually is Australian, and he played as an Australian.
It was very good movie.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed that. That was really good. I like most of what Netflix puts out. Even their stupid shows or their well, they do a lot of documentaries too. I think a lot of people like their documentary. I love personally. Documentaries. It's interesting to learn history or what's going on, or even like conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Oh, put the tinfoil hat on. Speaking of like conspiracy theories, I think there's a Netflix documentary based on the flat Earth.
Really?
I think so. I think it's fairly old. Don't mind me.
I know they had a show called Conspiracy Theory or something. I can't remember.
Right to the heart of the issue, or what the movie's about.
Don't even get me started. I talk about this at least a couple hours, Sunday to Wednesday.
Oh man,
my mind just goes bonkers after a while.
Oh man, don't get. I've had conversations with like not many people, but a handful of people. Like you and I have talked about it, and just in the past, like chilling. But I've talked about it with other people. It can go down a dark road to like Hillary Clinton fucking fucks babies, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, where did this come from? And that's a big thing too. It's just like the Clintons.
So it's a good watch.
Okay, Raj. Does it talk about the Clintons?
It talks about the secret island. It talks.
Oh yeah, the pedo island. Yeah, I've heard about that. And that one, I could see that being a reality. I think. Oh man, like I sound like Joe Rogan, but like I wouldn't be surprised if there is a group of people out there that like think they think they're like above and beyond, like they're gods or above and beyond God,
and that is the government.
And well, they infiltrated. I don't think it like started that way, but when people saw like I can get power, I got to get there. I got to make a lot of money. I got to get as much power. And what do you think power means? What's power to you?
Right now, power is just how much money you have, which equals to the amount of control that you have over people.
That's you know what?
You're in a governmental position.
Yeah, well, in today's age, that matters quite a bit. Like personally, I've always thought you're not wrong, and I'm not right by what I have to say. But power to me is using what you have to get what you want, because you're using
in hand.
And well, they're using money and the government to get what they want.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the general concept of power. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's a definition. I've always thought of it personally. I'm like, well, power is just getting what you want, because it's not like it's a death ray. You know, what is power? It's a death ray. If you can shoot the moon and blow it up, you have power. If that's what you want, then yeah, you have power.
Yeah, I think it could mean many, many things, but at the end of the day, those who change the law have the most power.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started.
Over
Oh,
people.
let's not get political. It's
I'd
talking
rather
about
not.
law changes.
Oh,
What is not allowed.
what
Don't
is
get me
Canada
going.
gun laws?
Yeah. Oh geez, don't get me started on like Canadian politics, let alone like, US politics. It's funny because I think I actually know more about US politics than I do Canadian politics. That just shows you like how much attention personally, at least, I think a lot of people know about like US politics compared to like Canadian politics in Canada.
Well, I think it's on a more major scale, especially in the news.
Oh yeah, the news and the meme world, social media, music too. Music like
Mm.
there's what was that music? It was name. He played in Community. He made a rap.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I know what you're
political.
talking about.
Yeah,
Horrible
that's
thing.
political. Yeah, well, now what was that song? I'm trying to remember some like lyrics. I remember he shoots a guy in a chair, and it's about like you don't see race.
Yep, yeah, I definitely watched that one.
Oh, I can't remember. It's gonna bug me. We'll remember probably by the end of this.
Have you been keeping your eye on the news or just trying to?
Nah, I'm staying far away from that. Like it gets me depressed. Like
Yeah,
the world's gonna end tomorrow. I
pretty
I don't
much
want
from
I don't
what
want
they're
to
making it
know.
sound like.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not one to hide in a cave, right? I'm not one to hide in the cave and just like what, whatever happens, happens. I just don't want to know about it. I do want to be in the know, but I think there's like for me personally, there's a limit of being in the know and also getting super paranoid with what you already know.
I definitely agree with that. There's definitely a time when you just got to shut everything down, or else you're gonna go crazy.
Well, like the thing that's been bugging me lately is like everything's starting to open up again. And I think that's good and bad. I'm not going to really give my own opinion on it, but I'm just getting ready for the second wave. I feel like the second wave is going to hit, and it's going to hit hard, and it's going to hit harder than it did the first time. When it comes to like the pandemic, COVID-19, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I feel like we're still taking things pretty slow. I went to the mall today, and the only stores that were open was if you could order online and get a pickup at the door, and that was
Oh,
maybe 4 stores in the whole mall.
see, I went to Walmart yesterday. We had to get a bunch of food,
Walmart is
and
crazy.
oh, well, the weird part about all this going on. You know how there's the big lineups, right?
Yeah.
There's one thing I've enjoyed about it is Costco and Walmart. Whenever I go in now, I actually have room.
Oh, that is the nicest part. Being
I
able
like
to walk around Costco without bumping into everybody and then having to wait longer in the checkout line than I would have to wait in the waiting line to go in.
honestly like I love going in the Costco now. Well, I don't love waiting in line for like 45 minutes because that was the last time I went to Costco about. And it's not like you go to Costco every week. That's not the type of store you do every week. Well, maybe some people, not me. Uh, about 3 weeks ago, and I guess that's when like a big panic was happening and all that kind of jazz. Like I was about 45 minutes. I remember I was freezing my dick off almost, but yeah, because it's actually cold here.
I
But
was
yeah,
thinking next time to go in, bring some little lawn chairs, pop-up chairs, and take a seat while I wait.
man, that's a good idea. Oh, I should bring my camping chair next time, like my
Yeah,
little foldable one. Oh my god, you're a genius.
we'll have to go shopping this time.
Oh well, at 2 meters apart.
Yeah. The
Unless
one thing I am enjoying though is little things are slowly starting to get back in stock. People are starting to not panic buy, at least for the moment.
for the moment, yeah, until they hear something like there's going to be a food shortage. And I've heard those. I've seen the videos on YouTube
Yeah, I've seen
about
a
like,
bunch of stuff and heard people talk about it, but
oh yeah, like I watch like I've seen a couple prepper videos. If you go into that like wormhole, you're gonna go really deep and you're gonna think the world's gonna blow up. So I
Hmm.
wouldn't recommend like anyone out there like get really deep into those videos unless you already have like an understanding of like the prepping community. Like I kind of prep. I'm not the one with a fucking bunker off of, you know, the coast of New Brunswick or something, or the or somewhere even further. Um I'm just like, you know, I think a reasonable prepper, not one that, you know, carries a gas mask every day to work. I have enough stock and food to support my partner, me, and the cat for up to 3 months.
I don't think I'm ready for 3 months at the moment, but I do definitely believe that not like the word prepper, like it's a little crazy, um, just like conspiracist.
Yeah.
But I do think that if you are prepared, you definitely have an advantage over everybody else, even if it's just like having equipment in the car if you break down or something in your book bag
Well,
that
yeah,
you can like, charge
you're
your phone or anything like that. I believe if you, it's better to have it and not need it than not have it and need it.
well, like your go bag.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that's
my cargo bag, overkill. But I'm good for at least 4 or 5 days with just that. So
nice.
I'll be okay.
Nice. Oh geez, 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. I got
Oh.
those compressed dry foods and water packs.
Oh, oh, you bought those. Nice. You see, like all the stuff I have isn't made for like going the distance.
I just got I started having fun with it. I'm like, what else can I fit in this bag? And Amazon just kept popping up ideas,
Oh,
suggested ideas.
they're just feeding off you. They're just like, oh, this guy's into the prepping. Oh,
Yeah,
we got so much gear. We got so much gear online.
we have all the
We're gonna
gear.
bankrupt this man. Well, Amazon bankrupts me. God,
Oh, it's horrible.
I've never used Amazon so much in my life in the last like 3 months.
I have to like I had to delete the app. It's just I go on it like I go on Instagram and I just scroll. I'm like, ooh, at the shopping cart. I didn't need that.
At the wish list, at the shopping cart. Like I just had a package today. Like I got some Danner boots and
Oh yeah.
yeah, for hiking and all that kind of jazz, and some really light ones. I wanted some for the summer because I have a good pair of like Lola boots.
Yep.
Lola,
I got
is that what it's called? Lola,
Loa.
Loa boots.
Loa.
I got like the combat ones. You know, just jet black, all leather, but they are like they have Gore-Tex, so they're super warm.
I
Horrible in the
have the
summer.
same pair. I just bought them last fall, I believe. They had a sale at one of the stores around here.
Oh man, fuck you! I paid like full price.
Well, it wasn't much of a sale. It was still like
15% saved you the tax.
yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
And then I bought a used pair of Rockies on the Facebook Marketplace to
Nice.
try something lighter.
See, like, I wanted to go look for maybe some good used boots because I know a lot about boot maintenance. Like, I have quite a bit of gear for polishing, protecting, and preserving boots. Uh, I like to have good footwear, and that comes to like a question I was going to ask you as well. Like, what? Well, the question mainly involves me and my answer, but what do you think is the? I had it written down here. If you could give any piece of advice for life, and it can only be one piece of advice, what would that be? If you were just telling like an alien or something that came to Earth and was like, tell us one thing we should be aware.
Oh man, that's a tough one. There's so many parts of life that
I
you
know
could
I'm putting you right in the spot. I already know my answer because it's been the same answer for like it's been the same answer for years. Here,
uh
I'll let you think.
I,
Let me
I
tell
would
you mine.
okay, go ahead.
So like if someone asked or if I had to tell someone one piece of advice for life and I can only give one piece of advice, that was it. They were going to go away. and they had to take it however they were going to take it, would be to never cheap out on your footwear. Honest to God, that would be the advice I'd probably give. I used to cheap out on so much footwear, and everything we do involves our feet. I know it's a weird one.
No, I
it's like,
definitely agree.
Like, I don't know. For me, that's what I would recommend.
Yeah, having a good pair of boots that will last you 4 or 5 plus years, and you pay a bit extra rather than having a shitty pair that lasts you a season maybe.
Like,
yeah,
I've gone through so many.
Buy cheap for that.
Oh yeah. Like, I don't think it's worth, like, if you ask a person, like, I have a good buddy that would be like, is it more cost effective to just keep rebuying them for the amount of time of how long they last compared to buying something pretty expensive that's going to last you, like, I don't know, 5 to 6 years. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if there's a cheap pair of boots or a cheap pair of sneakers and it'll last you 1 year, but you get a good pair of sneakers, you pay like triple. Is it worth it if it's going to last 5 years? Well, hopefully it would last 5 years, because if it's triple, if it goes 3 years plus, it was worth it.
And that's the quality of your feet you're talking about. If you get shitty rubber boots, your feet are not going to be happy, especially when you're putting on miles on those things.
Oh yeah. God. Anyways, like, I don't know, if I had like an alien come to Earth and he was like, I need one piece of advice to survive on this planet, what is it?
Honestly, I'd
Invest in new shoes.
Because I highly believe in survival of the fittest.
Rock on.
It's a little out there, but
I'd probably kill you, but yeah.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a little wrestling match after COVID's done.
Yeah.
Wrestle each other. Yep.
We haven't touched each other in a while.
But I'm starting to see a lot of people give up on themselves and put on those what are they called? Like the COVID-15.
COVID-15? I don't think I've heard this.
It's like the freshman 15. Like when you join university, you put on 15 pounds at the beginning because.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's me now, man.
You put on weight.
Oh yeah, like I'm not running as much. Like I'm trying to, but it's so hard when you can sleep in.
This is probably the best I've ever done because I have so much time.
Oh well, I'm glad you're good at making your time productive.
But yeah, I would say stay fit because one day you'll need it, and most likely you'll live a bit longer.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'll get right on that, and I'll let you know how that goes. Maybe in our next podcast.
Oh man, when this clears up, we have to get some workouts in or some runs. I'm going crazy just doing it alone here.
Well, we used to work out together all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Didn't I teach you how to work out?
Maybe not. Back in the day. Back in the day.
That was so many years ago. We went to the Y.
Yeah, that was back in
my God.
High school? No.
That probably just right out of high school.
Yeah.
That would have been, that would have been about maybe 7 years ago. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Yeah.
I lose track of time. Like we've known each other for like 10 years almost.
I know. Well, I think I met you when I was a kid. You were a kid too. You were younger.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk about how we met.
Make a great wife. I'll leave it to that. You told me one day that I'd make a great wife.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
We still say that.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. You make a great, like, little, bitch of a husband.
Oh, come on, Kyle.
No, I'm joking. Your partner's gonna be like, what the fuck, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of man purses here. No offense to satchels or whatever.
No, fair enough. Or you know what's coming back in style?
What's that?
Fanny packs.
Oh, I know.
Man.
Even tactical fanny packs.
Oh my God, there's tactical ones?
Yeah. Do you know Tim Kennedy?
No.
Look him up. He's quite the resume. He's still Green Beret Special Forces.
Oh Jesus.
and
He's
making
above.
his own.
He's higher in our. He's higher league than us.
Oh, he definitely will destroy us.
What's his name? Tim what?
Tim Kennedy. He does a lot of good podcasts. Well, he's a guest on them. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day we'll have him on, and he
Yeah.
can teach us some moves.
But
Is he a fighter?
Yeah, he did MMA for a good amount of time since he was 20. He's been fighting professionally.
Well, he's on Wikipedia, so he must be somewhat famous.
Oh, let me just bring up another person. What's his name?
Grew up as the second son of 3 children in a Christian family in California. Irish descent. It's amazing what you can find on Wikipedia. Like, I don't know if I would want to be. I don't know. It'd be interesting if like Kyle Gujari on Wikipedia was
Have you
born
heard
in
of
like
Johnny Kim?
1990. Johnny Kim. Sounds familiar.
So he's a doctor, but he was also an astronaut with NASA and a special forces operator. And he's 36 years old.
Oh
He
my
has
god.
lived more in his prime years than more people combined.
He was born in California too. U.S. Navy? What the hell? NASA? Oh Jesus, man!
Yeah,
What?
got a silver star.
What the fuck have I done?
Yeah,
It's funny. Like we see all these people doing so well and stuff like that, and their fame and all this kind of jazz and accomplishing so much. Like his is not so much fame. His is like, I've done a lot in life. Have you though? Well, I did this. I was in NASA, fly planes, all this kind of stuff. All these great accomplishments. You know, he's not doing it for fame. He's doing it because he's got a goal in mind.
He's a great American.
He is a true American.
People like that really like excel in life. Like they live it to their potential, and they're really not a couch potato. They're
not
helping
like
out.
You and I sometimes. More me than you, I'll admit it. But yeah,
I haven't eaten chips in almost 2 years now, so that's getting me somewhere.
That's my weakness. Doritos. Oh man, I love Doritos. Oh,
taco salad.
Oh, you like taco salad?
I love taco salad. Okay. I have eaten some chips, but it's like a small handful when I make taco salad like once a month. But I don't count that because
I thought you were the Virgin Mary the last 2 years for chips. I guess not. You're a whore like the rest of us.
Okay, Doritos do not count. They're
what?
They're a nacho.
Oh my god, they count. They're a chip.
Corn cracker.
They're in a chip bag.
It's a bag of air.
You're a bag of air. Bitch. Oh. Anyways, Johnny Kim, good man. Hope to see you on the show someday.
Yes.
What are we running on time?
So we start at about an hour ago. 2 minutes till we get to an hour.
Shit. Well, let's do the 2 minutes and call it a night. Don't want to eat up everything.
No, I gotta get some sleep. I still have to have a workout today. Kind of been slacking all day.
Oh yeah, are you like? I guess here's a good way to end it. We'll get into your personal life. Since you do nights, how do you just adjust for the other days, or do you just stick to nights?
So I work from 7 p.m. to I work from 8 p.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday to Wednesday, and I have classes from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday to Friday. But luckily, I have a 2-hour gym period throughout that, so I usually get a good sleep through that and work out before work.
Nice.
And the rest, I honestly can't remember. The weeks just fly by. I feel like I'm in zombie mode and probably half asleep most of the time, but just got to grind it through till 2 more weeks, and then I'm a free man.
Then you're a free man.
Yep.
Then you can drink all the beer you can.
Last time I had a beer, yeah.
Yeah. Last time we had a beer is when we were drinking beer and wings, thinking of our old podcast like many years ago.
Oh, I cannot wait to start that again.
Oh yeah, beer and wings.
Oh
well. Let's say good good night to all our lovely people out there, because I'm sure we're gonna have like 1 million views.
Oh, I'm hoping 2 million views, we will take a comment and do whatever they wish. 2 million views.
Nice.
I'll leave
How
it at
about
that.
this? Like 2 million views, I'll cover myself in honey.
Oh, me too.
But it's got to be this episode.
Yes,
Number
this
one.
episode only, and I will roll in crushed crackers.
Oh, geez. We're going to turn in the jackass pretty soon here.
Yeah, take advice from comment section.
Well, you
But
want to say your good night, and I'll tie her off.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is our first episode. Still starting off. I know we're a bit rusty, but we're learning. Yeah, we'll try to keep an episode every Monday. Maybe move towards 2 down the road. See how things work out. But this isn't anything as a production for us. It's just a little fun thing to do and hang out with a good buddy and chat it out.
Yeah, we're stuck in our homes, guys. Like, what do you expect us to do? Anyways, thank you, you all cool cats and kittens out there for coming into the Gentleman's Corner. I better stop saying that before I get sued by Carol Baskin and she takes away everything my family has. But anyways, thank you, everyone. It was a great episode. See you later, and make sure to see us next week.
Have a good one, guys.